We left the city while the streetlights still glow. Coffee in a paper cup, nowhere we had to go. You leaned your head against my shoulder, listening to an old song on the radio. The highway rolled beneath us like a movie, billboards fading into the dawn. We laughed about the years behind us, wondering where all that time had gone. We used to fear the roads unknown, now they're the ones that feel like home. Youth never stays for very long, so while our hearts are warm, let's keep moving on. So let's go, chasing sunsets through the open sky. So let's go, with the windows down and miles flying by. Old boots covered in summer dust, still believing in a little luck. So let's go, past the lakes and the county line. So let's go, while your eyes still shine like those younger times. We don't need to know what's waiting ahead, as long as we're still riding together. The road becomes a song, we're still singing along. Some nights we stayed in little lake towns, watching neon motel signs glow. You told me stories you never told anyone, back when we were scared of letting go. We shared late night meals at roadside diners, while rain tapped softly on the roof. Funny how getting lost a few times taught us what really matters most. We thought we'd have forever, turns out forever moves too fast. So every mile feels a little sweeter, knowing nothing good was built to last. So let's go, chasing sunsets through the open sky. So let's go, with the windows down and the miles flying by. Old boots covered in summer dust, still believing in a little luck. So let's go, past the lakes and the county line. So let's go, while your eyes still shine like those younger times. We don't need to know what's waiting ahead, as long as we're still riding together. One day the gray will find our hair, and maybe these roads won't call us anymore. But all it takes is one old song to bring those endless summers back ashore. So let's go, learning how to love the smallest days. So let's go, finding beauty in 1,000 ordinary ways. Every road becomes a memory, carried farther than we can see. So let's go, even if someday our paths divide, at least we burn bright through the ride. And whenever life feels uncertain again, we'll remember how free we once were. The sunlight through the trees, a little younger in the breeze. The years may pass us by, but part of us is still out there, under that endless summer sky. was leaning on the coastline, windows down, saw it hanging in the air. You drew little shapes on the dashboard while the sunlight danced through your hair. The map was folded in the back seat. We stopped caring where the road might bend. Every wrong turn felt like good luck. Every mile felt worth the gas we spent. We had no plans, no reason to hurry, just the ocean beside us and time on our side. Windows down in July, singing old songs way too loud, chasing sunsets through the sky like we owned every cloud. Laughing hard and nothing much, turning moments into gold. We were young enough to wander and lucky enough to know these days don't stay forever. So we held them while they shine. Windows down in July. Hey, 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 the road kept rolling on. Oh, oh, hey, 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 hey. We kept singing along. A little diner near the harbor, 2 milkshakes and a view of the bay. You stole fries from my basket like you always do anyway. The evening painted every storefront in colors no camera could keep. Funny how the smallest moments become the memories we need. The radio faded, the stars took over, and neither of us wanted the night to end. Windows down in July, singing old songs way too loud, chasing sunsets through the sky like we owned every cloud. Oh, laughing hard and nothing much, turning moments into gold. We were young enough to wander and lucky enough to know these days don't stay forever. So we held them while they shined. Windows down in July. Maybe years from now we'll be different people, but I'll still remember how free we felt that summer. Windows down in July. Every mile still lives inside. The roads may fade behind us, but the feeling never dies. We didn't know we were making memories, we were just living life. Windows down in July. Hey, 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 under that endless sky. Oh, windows down in July. We saw the sign too late to read it. Some little town along the coast. One gas station and a blinking traffic light. not the kind you'd remember most. But we pulled over for some coffee and wandered streets without a plan. You bought a postcard from a corner store and slipped it gently in my hand. Funny how the smallest places can somehow leave the biggest mark. Somewhere between the ocean breeze and the glow of storefront lights. I forgot the name of that town, but I remember every minute. The boardwalk lights, the summer sky, the way your laughter filled the wind. I forgot the name of that town, but I remember how it felt, like the whole world slowed down just long enough for us to live inside it. One night became a memory, yeah. A memory became a song. We watched the ferries cross the harbor as the evening settled on the bay. A local band played somewhere in the distance, and kids were dancing anyway. The diner closed around midnight. Still we stayed outside and talked about the lives we'd build someday, while tracing circles on the sidewalk. Back then we thought the road went on forever. Maybe that's why we never wanted sleep. I forgot the name of that town, but I remember every minute. The boardwalk lights, the summer sky, the way your laughter filled the wind. I forgot the name of that town, but I remember how it felt, like the whole world slowed down just long enough for us to live inside it. Maybe that's what growing up is, not holding on to every detail, just keeping the moments that quietly changed you. I forgot the name of that town, but I remember every minute. The old motel, the harbor lights, the radio playing after dark. I forgot the name of that town, but some part of me stayed there. Whenever life moves way too fast, I still go back to that summer somewhere. Somewhere along the coast. Still feels a little like home. The gas station lights were fading as the morning started coming through. I grabbed 2 cups of coffee, one for me and one for you. You were sleeping in the passenger seat, wrapped up in my old gray coat. The highway stretched forever and the radio stayed low. Nothing special happened, that's probably why I remember it. Coffee before sunrise, miles before the day begins. The world's still half asleep, somehow everything feels right. No destination waiting, no reason we had to hurry. Just coffee before sunrise, and you riding next to me. Hey, 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 the road was ours alone. Hey, 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 before the world woke up. The first light hit the dashboard, painting gold across the maps. You opened up your eyes and smiled like you hadn't slept at all. We talked about nothing important, the kind of things people forget. But somehow those conversations are the ones I treasure best. Funny how the ordinary turns into the unforgettable. Coffee before sunrise, miles before the day begins. The world's still half asleep, and somehow everything feels right. No destination waiting, no reason we had to hurry. Just coffee before sunrise, and you riding next to me. Maybe happiness isn't something you find at the end of the road. Maybe it's sitting beside you while the sky slowly changes color. Coffee before sunrise, every mile still shines somehow. The years keep moving forward, but I can still feel that morning now. The highway keeps on rolling, the memories keep coming free. Coffee before sunrise, and you riding next to me. Hey, 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 morning on the open road. Hey, 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 a little piece of home. I was looking for a parking receipt buried underneath a pile of maps, when a stack of old Polaroids came sliding from the back. You were laughing by the ocean, standing barefoot in the sand, sunlight caught inside your hair, a paper coffee in your hand. Funny how a photograph can open up a whole summer again. Polaroids in the glove box, faded edges, golden light, tiny pieces of forever caught between the days and nights. Every blurry little picture still knows exactly who we were. Polaroids in the glove box, keeping our young hearts preserved. Hey, hey, hey. Some memories never leave, hey, hey, hey. They just ride along for free. There's one outside a harbor diner where we stay till closing time. one beside an old motel sign that barely worked but somehow shined. Another from a ferry crossing, wind so strong we couldn't stand. Yet somehow every photo proves life was better than we planned. Back then we weren't making memories, we were just living them. Polaroids in the glove box, faded edges, golden light, tiny pieces of forever caught between the days and nights. Every blurry little picture still knows exactly who we were. Polaroids in the glove box, keeping our young hearts preserved. The years keep moving forward, like every road eventually does. But some moments keep their color, no matter how far they travel with us. Polaroids in the glove box, every mile still shining through. Little snapshots of a lifetime spent discovering something true. That happiness was never hidden in some place we had to find. It was sitting there beside me the whole damn time. Hey, hey, the road keeps rolling on. Hey, hey, the pictures keep coming along. The last ferry of the summer was loading up beneath the sunset sky. You leaned against the railing, watching seagulls drift by. The harbor lights were waking as the shoreline slowly slipped away. Neither of us said much, we were busy holding on to the day. Some moments don't ask for attention, they just quietly become memories. On the last ferry of summer, with the wind running wild through your hair, we watched another season disappear into the evening air. And somehow it felt perfect, knowing nothing lasts forever. On the last ferry of summer, we were right where we belonged. The water carried us home, and the summer came along. A couple kids were laughing at the front of the boat, near the boat. They reminded me of us, so maybe they remind me now. The radio from the snack bar played an old familiar tune, the kind of song that follows you long after summer leaves too soon. We weren't trying to stop time, we were simply living inside it. On the last ferry of summer, with the wind running wild through your hair, we watched another season disappear into the evening air. painted gold and blue. Every mile we travel somehow led me back to you. And it's growing older means learning what truly matters. Then I learned it there on the last ferry of summer. The shoreline fades away, but the feeling always stays. Sometimes I drive those highways just to see what still remains. The old gas station's different now. The diner even changed its name. The ferry still crosses the water. The harbor still catches the light. And somewhere in those familiar places I can still see us passing by. Funny how the years keep moving, but some feelings never leave. The road is still there, running under the same white sky. The road is still there, like an old friend passing by. The summers came and went, the miles rode endlessly, but the road is still there, and so are the memories. The map keeps unfolding, the story keeps going. I found that postcard from the coast, tucked inside an old guitar case. A little worn around the corners, but it still carries your handwriting. And every picture tells a story of who we were and who we became. Not because everything stayed the same, but because we kept moving anyway. Maybe that's what growing older means, learning how to carry the good days forward. The road is still there, running under the same white sky. The road is still there, like an old friend passing by. The summers came and went, the miles rode endlessly, but the road is still there, and so are the memories. If I could tell my younger self one thing, I'd tell him not to rush. One day you'll realize those ordinary days were the extraordinary ones. The road is still there, calling from beyond the county lines. The road is still there, in every photograph and every drive. And if someday we take that road again, we'll smile the way we always did, because